What is up, everyone? Have you heard this news? Barcelona president Joan Laporta announced that Ronald Koeman is staying at Barcelona. It's very difficult to predict what will be his second year at the head of the Blaugranas, because the first one came out very ambiguous. Messi's doubts, no pre-season training, mistakes of the manager himself, all that blurred the overall impression of the performance of Barca. However, next year everything will definitely be different. And we'll tell you in what way. Today we are to analyze what Barcelona could look like in the new season, what to expect from the new transfers, and whether Koeman will be able to rebuild Barca so that it starts making money hand over glove. But before we begin this video, be sure to give it a like, even if you are no supporter of Barca. On this channel we make only high-quality videos with football stories for you to observe. The season has just ended, and Barcelona is already actively pursuing a summer transfer campaign. During the first days of the summer in Catalonia, there were already several players who could help the team to tear their rivals apart in the next season. The Argentinian Sergio Aguero came to the club for free from Manchester City. We bet this transfer happened only thanks to his good friend Lionel Messi. Previously, Koen was one of the best and played very well in the Premier League, but now he's 33 years old, and in the last season he did not appear on the pitch very often. It will be great if in Barcelona for the next 2 years Sergio will be tearing up and scoring a bunch of goals, but it seems that he hasn't signed for this, but for the comfort of Leo Messi. For the sake of Barcelona, Aguero went for a multiple salary cut. Now he will earn up to 6 million euros a year, and this is before taxes. Barcelona was also able to get Emerson. The right back was returned from loan in Betis. The amount of his price tag was 9 million euros. Why did the return from the loan have meant to be paid that early? Barca and Betis chipped in together for the Brazilian, dividing economic rates, after which the player began to play for the club from Sevilla. And the high time to move to Catalonia has come. It should also be mentioned that it's been a while since Barcelona returned its people free of charge. Eric Garcia came as a free agent from Manchester City. He is only 20 years old, and until the age of 16 he trained at the Barca Academy. Garcia performs as a central defender, so he can help a team that clearly had problems with the defensive line. What transfers haven't happened yet but are about to happen? Earlier on, all the Spanish media have been saying that Barcelona will sign one player from the Netherlands national team. His name is Memphis Depay. By the time of the recording this video, Depay haven't yet become Barca player. Barcelona is going to sign Memphis specifically for the coach. The craziest transfer rumor so far is the possible signing of Matthijs de Ligt. The media wrote that the Dutchman is unhappy at Juventus and would like to move to Barca. The club is following de Ligt and would sign the player if given the opportunity, but did you see how much they have to pay for him? Laporta doesn't have that much in his pocket. This top defender would be very useful for Barca, but so far such transfer is definitely an imaginary option. Only in case they manage to pull off some sort of a swap deal, but in this case, Barcelona will have to part with a valuable player of the current squad. How would you rate Barca signings in the summer of 2021? Fine, or could it be better? Be sure to write your opinion in the comments. Whom does Barca plan to get rid of? According to press reports, the management is ready to sell almost everyone. According to Diario Sport, the club will not sell Ter Stegen, Mingueza, Araujo, Pedri, De Jong, Fati and Moriba. Journalist Guillem Balaga even noted that Barca could even sell Ter Stegen with Fati if a big money offer appears. The next players are most likely to leave. First of all, it is Miralem Pjanic. It is no secret that he can return to Juventus. It turned out to be set to warm the bench in Barcelona, so the Bosnian will probably change the club. Sergio Roberto is likely to leave Barcelona too. This season he did not appear on the pitch so often and also caught waves of hate from the club's fans for his attitude for the game. If it hadn't been necessary to look for ways to save money, Roberto perhaps would have stayed in the club. Although the management is betting on the youngsters Dest and Emerson, and the media are actively transferring Sergio Roberto to Guardiola at Manchester City. Moreover, it is not clear what the club should do with Umtiti. He would have been sold somewhere, because for the second season in a row he makes only 13 appearances in La Liga, bringing little benefit. His salary, on the other hand, is still high, and subsequently Barca needs to save. The player himself resists the matter. He doesn't want to consider offers from other clubs, and that's his point. Laporta also wanted to sell Coutinho, who never got used to Barca. According to media reports, Barca still hasn't paid Liverpool about 50 million euros for this player and wants to return the Brazilian back so that this debt can be omitted. But fairly speaking, it's a pity to pay 50 million euros for Felipe, don't you agree? The biggest off-season win for Laporta is that it seems Messi actually wants to stay with the club. Oh yes, Sequeda. The conditions are as follows. He spends the next 2 seasons in Barcelona, then leaves for MLS to David Beckham's club Inter Miami, and then returns to Catalonia to one of the administrative positions. What about Messi's huge salary? It is said that they agreed on 240 million, which Barca will pay for the next 4 years, even when the player moves to Inter Miami. For the club, this is an opportunity to stretch the payment and ease the way out of the financial crisis. For Messi, the remaining 2 years at Barca will be a great motivation to make the most of himself and show the world that he is a stellar footballer once again. The ending is always memorable, and Leo is clearly capable of making it a fiery experience. In addition, he has long promised Barcelona fans to return the Champions League Cup to the Camp Nou, and he will certainly do everything for that to happen. Ronald Koeman will lead the squad for at least another year. At the beginning of the last season, he was called a physical education teacher. Then they seemed to believe in his skills, and then a strong disappointment came again. Barca kept chances for La Liga to the last match day, even in such a messy season. But because of a rather silly loss of points in matches against Granada, Atletico and Levante, everything ended on a sad note. The fans blamed Koeman for these failures. He made some incomprehensible rearrangements on the pitch, showed himself as a disgraceful tactician, and didn't offer anything new that would benefit the team. Also, during the season, Koeman often complained that the team did not have full pre-season preparation and good transfers to work with, which is why the team is in a poor shape. Because of that, Koeman almost left the team after the first season of work. There were rumors that Laporta was looking for a new coach for the club, and only if he could not agree with anyone, then Koeman would remain at the club. The situation is somehow not great, of course, and Koeman clearly did not appreciate it. Recently, the coach and the president had a man-to-man talk and reached an understanding. I'm revealed to say my players and staff can fully focus on the new season now. The last few weeks have been intense, but I'm glad that the president gave his support to me and calm has been restored, wrote Koeman on Instagram. The coach also stressed that everyone in the club has the same focus, building a winning Barca and achieving success. Now everything looks like Laporta really works with Koeman in tandem. He listens to the coach, invite the players whom he wants to fit into the scheme and with whom he has worked before, try to improve the atmosphere in the team and do some compromise to have no conflicts at all. I saw that Koeman was motivated and enthusiastic. If we set specific goals, we will have a good season. We discussed philosophical issues and character with him. Koeman gave me hope. He is confident in himself. I would like to have a personal relationship with him, as was the case with Rijkaard and Guardiola, Laporta said. So can Koeman really lead Barca to success? He will finally be able to spend the preseason properly, get the right players on the team, and create an atmosphere with a minimum of conflicts. Was there any point in considering someone instead of Koeman? Firstly, there would be additional expenses. Secondly, there is no worthy replacement option on the market. Xavi continues to work in Qatar, and Barca simply could not afford taking someone with a big contract. Firstly, we need to answer the question why the team is trying to save money so hard. At this moment, the club has huge debts, more than €1 billion. Joan Laporta is now actively clearing up the affairs of the ex-boss and trying to reduce the debt burden, so that many free transfers is a good way for the club. Laporta also appealed for additional investments. Barca took a loan from Goldman Sachs Bank for €500 million, which will help the club to last the season and pay off some of the debts by the end. Will Barcelona be able to win something in this economic state during next season? If we talk about the Spanish Cup, then Barca likes to win here even being in bad shape. La Liga is more complicated, but the main competitors of Barca will also enter the season not as full-fledged dominants. Atletico will need to stay at a high level for the next season in a row, which hasn't been possible before, and Real will try to get along with Ancelotti. So Barca will definitely fight for the La Liga title. Will the Champions League Cup return to the Camp Nou as Messi has promised? More likely not in the next season, although you never know. Chelsea was the one club that rose this season and took the big Yard Cup to England. What do you think Barcelona will be like next season? Is this club capable of being reborn from the ashes, shining on the European arena like in the good old times? Let us know your opinion in the comments below. If you enjoyed this rubric, then write about which club you need us to do similar analysis next time. Guys, I need your help. My friend sinks into despair. He makes a cool channel about movies, but he has very few views on videos and he wants to give up, although the videos are very interesting. Let's support him. You need to watch this video. Click on your screen right now and write a nice comment. He will be shocked. Together we are the strength. I'm sure we will motivate him to continue. Thanks to everyone who did it. It was Inside Football. We watch football from a different angle. Have a nice one and see you in a bit.